in real life today.
What's up, everybody? It's Q and Chop, chopping it up.
My man QQ, how we doing, brother?
Chop, what's good, man? Hey, another day, bro. Just blessed out here, man. How's everything your way?
Doing good, man. Just chilling, working. Staying busy with the new business, making it grow, making a splash in the world. Trying to get this good going. Soccer team going good too. We won our first game. I just trying to stay alive, brother.
That's good, man. How's that new business going? I know we haven't been really talking much lately because you've been diving into it, man. That's good. It's always good to hear. So how's that getting that off the ground? How's that?
It's the challenge. It's challenging, man. It's like everything that we do, man. It's challenging. Uh, but you gotta be prepared to do anything you had to do. You had to throw yourself out there. You had to do it. It's not just like, oh, how people just call me and do whatever. No, man, you gotta go out there, promote yourself. You gotta do this. You gotta show the work. You gotta be happy. You have the clients to be happy with you. You know every client that I have, they put a good review on me. And they recommend me on Facebook, and you know and I can have them as referrals. So if people want to know, hey, you got referral? Yeah, I got referrals. How many you want? And what type of jobs do you want? So I got so people was backing me up. My old clients. That backing me up.
Right, and that's big time, man. That all boils down to relationships, and you creating that relationship and creating that that rapport with your clients and your customers, man. So that's awesome. That's big time, and that's what we're
Yeah,
here to
right.
talk about today, man. That relationship, man. So, uh, well, I guess what do you do in building that relationship with your client? Like, what's your first step?
So the first step that as an entrepreneur, right, as a business owner, you have to do, right, is you have to treat that customer of yours like it's family. You got true respect and all that, and you always have to listen to them, listen to your customers, because they will know what's going on. They will tell you what they need. Once you listen to their needs, then you could go out there and give them their wants. So let's say like, for example, like when I was at the phone stores, right? They always came up to me and they're like, "Hey, I love to use my phone. I love to use my camera. I love using my camera and taking videos and all that." So I'm okay. So what I do is I find the top three phones with better cameras, and we have a lower one, a lower level phone but a good camera, a medium price but with good camera, and always the iPhones, and then the third tier be the iPhone, Samsungs, the expensive ones.
Uh huh.
In between their budget, you have three options. But that those three options have the option they want, a good camera. So especially with construction too. They need this, they need that. You give to them. You give them your time. You don't start a job today. Don't go for the next 2 days. Go a day. Go the fourth day. Then go. Don't go 2 days. You can't do that because it's inconsistent.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're gonna think like, nah, he just tripping. This is a little side job, when they're thinking like, you know it's the world to them. That job is the world to them. Like, their project is the project. So you gotta make them feel like their project is the world to you. You gotta film that. You gotta make it feel that way. Because those come back to you. If you make them feel like, ah, it's okay. I'll come back when I'm done, or I'm done when I finish. Then they won't have that. They won't have that sense of, I'm holding them. I got you guys. It's more like, I'm more disturbing them, but you wanna make them feel like they're safe with you. That you're not gonna bullshit them. That you're not gonna trick them and sneak away some money. No. You make them feel comfortable with them and make them trust you. They trust you. The biggest thing is trust.
I was just about to say that, man. I think that all boils down to is trust. At the end of the
Yeah,
day, that you got to trust, and and any type of relationship that you make, even with your parents, even between me and you, bro, we got to trust that that each other is going to do what they said they're going to do and do what necessary to get it done. And that's
Right.
awesome that she's building that rapport with the people and your business is popping off, man. I remember you used to talk about me starting it, telling me about when you was going to start it. And I'm just glad to see you getting it off the ground. Give me some pictures, bro. And see you doing your thing, man. It's awesome.
But for you too, for you, as a teacher, the kids have to have that kids connection. They kind of have to trust you a little bit too, because you're the teacher. So I don't know, like
Yeah, man, there's definitely a level of trust there as well, bro. Most definitely. Especially me working with the special needs, man. They need that same consistency, that same like you was talking about earlier, that consistency, that same person that they talk to as a one on one or whatever it may be. They need that same person, that level of trust. Like when we in the classroom, same thing. That kid needs to trust that you're gonna take care of him, feed him at the right time. That what you say, you do this first and you'll get this later. Whether like a snack or whether like a toy they play with. Okay, you got to work first, you get that toy later, or you get this video later. And they got to trust that you'll be true to your word, just like your business. They get trust that you be true to your word.
that's right. That's right. And for like my employees, right? They trust me that their check will be there every Friday. You know,
Mm-hmm.
um, not every week is the best week. Where I get paid, in time. That people when you're a business owner, especially like that in the construction side, you know, you don't get paid always at the right time. Like at the exact moment they told you. Sometimes you gotta wait.
Mm-hmm.
A couple of days. Maximum a week. But stuff happens. And then, but your employees expect their check. Like you do. Every first of the month and 15th of the month.
Mm-hmm.
For us, it's every Friday. And you gotta, as a business owner, you can't waste more money than you can't. On yourself. So if I have my payroll for this, for example, my payroll for this week is 4 grand, right? And I got 5 grand on my bank account.
Mm-hmm.
I better not go out and spend any money, that I can't afford.
Right, because you got to pay it out.
Because that money's there, but it's really not there because I'm about to use it to pay payroll on Friday. So if I spend, if I go out and buy some Gucci bags and or buy a new car, and I have like 2K left, and it's Friday, and I don't get paid, but I got 4 grand of payroll. How am I gonna do that?
Right, you can't, and that will just hurt your bond of trust that we're talking about, and nobody wants to work for you, and then in turn, you won't get any clients as well because you have no workers.
But yeah, yes. But that example that I just gave out to you, man. I hope people understand this. Like just because you may have some money in the week, right? But you didn't get paid, though, or you didn't get that money back before payday for them, you're gonna look dumb. You're not gonna look like a boss. You don't look like you're selfish yourself. I tell people always that want to start a business on anything. I'm like, just because you have wherever there in the bank, make sure you have it right, because you have to pay that payroll.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you're doing the work or you're doing the service by yourself, that's cool then. But you got someone else that you got to make sure you have, or you got to make sure they have work, because you're not gonna be paying people just for sitting around, and not doing anything. You gotta have work for them.
Right, and
Yeah.
that's part of being a boss, man, and being a leader. That you got to assess that as well. You got to factor that into pay, especially when the pay is not always consistent, like you were saying.
Right. Right.
You got to fact like, hey, bro, like I told you to do your job 4 times, or even keep sitting down. Like, why should I
Right.
pay you as much as Joe Blow over here when he hasn't stopped working yet? Only time he break is
Right.
when we break. Like that's not fair. Yeah, you're right
Right.
about that, most definitely. And I think that can also put a strain on relationships or make a strenuous relationship because you maybe we were friends before you worked, and then now we're working together. Now you over me, and that can strain our relationship. If you don't work hard.
I have an experience like that before.
Uh huh.
Uh, mm, Man, we were at this job, and then I left to do another job, same business, right? But I went to do a different location, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was better because I became the boss of that place. I got hired to be a boss, right? To be a manager, and then I told my guy, hey man, come with me, man, come work for us, I get your pay raise, and it's gonna be more chill. It's only be a couple of us, not gonna be a whole group of people, selling, So you have more, customers. No, you're not gonna have, you're not fight six people to have a sell. But your commission is gonna be better. So for the first year, man, it was good. But I think the person, I hope you listen to this motherfucker. You know, it got complicated, man. I'm like, he started not listening at all, and I think he started hating that I was his boss, man. So started giving crap, giving me crap, not listening, not and then they went out to the owner, right? But yo, Christian this and that, he's not a real boss, he's not doing anything. I'm like, I don't know what you talking about, dog. Like, half the stuff you stopped that half the stuff that you talked about, we've been trying to do this together, you
And
know.
right.
But I'm like, okay, let's bet, So I decided to relocate again. I asked for a transfer, and I'm like, all right, man, I'm out. I'm not gonna be with you. I hear you cannot. I brought you in as a bro to give you a better job, to give you better pay, and you're gonna act like you could do my job.
Like if you could, you would have had it already.
Yeah, you know. I'm like, and I brought you in the first place, dog. Like, you don't do that, And
Yeah.
then, like, and then I started talking to the fool, and then like they asking me like, why did I talk to you? I'm like, dog, you trying to outbeat me, man. I like, I brought you in. Like, stick to your position,
Right. Stay in your lane.
Stay your lane, and like, I told him, once we open more places, or more, or the company gets bigger, I will give you my position out, and so you have a manager position too. So you won't have to directly go. I won't be at your boss. But man, people just don't think, man. Like, the more every day I go out, do my job and all that, and the more I met people, I'm surprised, man. Like, people don't think at all. Like, they do use actions, but they don't think about the consequences at all.
Right.
And I'm like, how can people live like this, bro?
And it's like you said, it's very apparent, man. It happens a lot, man, and that's why a lot of people lose their jobs. A lot of people pop off at bosses and it's like, but what are you talking about? Like, do you not understand like the reaction to what your reaction and the cause of this reaction is you getting fired and you not having a job
Right,
and you might not have a house to live in anymore. Like, I don't understand. Like even working over the summer, bro, and trying to create these relationships with these kids that are counselors. They're
right,
like a couple years younger, like 5 years younger or whatever. But there's some of them, bro, just immature in the workforce. They're
right, right, right.
not understanding like how you supposed to carry yourself. Certain things you can and cannot say. I don't care how mad you get. I don't care, whatever the circumstance may be. That's your boss. At the end of the
Right,
day,
right.
they control whether you got a job or not. So I don't care what happens. You keep your head pushing. You keep your head high. You keep it pushing. That's just how it is, and that's how it should be. But it's crazy, man, how it's not like that nowadays, man.
But take away the okay from the not thinking, on from the job, right? But the relationships, bro. Like you say, like me and the girl are dating, right? And I've seen this happen to my buddies too, to my bros. It's like the chick, like, I don't know, they get mad and then she's confused on what's happening, and then this guy comes around, and sweet talk to you. Know, hey baby, you need me. You need me. You don't need that fool. I give you all the love. I give you whatever you need. And then my boy get cheated on.
Yeah.
But I'm like, people don't think like they don't think like they don't think the consequences or the actions before they do. Like anything that I do, could injure my present and my future.
Mm-hmm.
With a person or with what's growing already. What we're growing together. Like stuff like that, bro. Like I'm like, get out of here. Like how are you so not you're so naive. That you won't think about it. Like why you're like a good example. Last night I was with my friend, right, and then he was telling me I could get you good advice. We know each other from like 10 years now.
Mm-hmm.
I could get you some good advice, but if a person down the alley comes in and gives you the same advice, you're gonna think that he's God. So people just don't really think of the action they do beforehand. That's crazy, man.
No, they don't. Like you said, especially in relationships, man. That's why so many people be hurt. So many hurt people hurt people, and when somebody hurts this person, then they go hurt the next person. Then they go, like you said, they're not thinking, not using their common sense. They're not even taking the time to step back and just focus on themselves. Because
Right, right,
in order to build a healthy relationship, man, you got to have a healthy relationship with yourself, with you and your mind. If you can't stay in your mind by yourself soberly, stay in your own mind, then how are you going to even try to make somebody else happy, or even try to be in a relationship? And it's not going to work if you can't even make yourself happy. You can't even have a relationship with yourself. That's the key.
right, right,
A lot of people don't focus on themselves and their mental stability, and what they can and can't do, and knowing what they like and what they don't like. A lot of people out here just trying to fish around, like, okay, I don't know what kind of girl I like, or I don't know what kind of guy I like, so I'm just going to fish around and take a little bit here, a little bit there. But you're just losing yourself to each relationship you do, losing part of yourself. Truthfully, now you just got to save it for that last person. So me,
that's
like,
right.
me, bro. I was dating somebody, but now we're not dating no more, and I had to break it off because I was like, look, we're just not going in the same direction, and it won't long. It won't, but 2 months maybe, if that.
Right, right.
But but if you see from the get go that this relationship is not going in a, I won't say it wasn't a positive direction, but it wasn't going.
You're not y'all were not meeting in the middle,
Right,
basically.
right. We won't meet in the middle, bro. It was not meeting in the middle. And some people try to stick it out and make it work, but I've learned my lesson. Like, nah, bro. It just is not gonna work. It ain't gonna work. You can't change nobody. That's another thing about relationships, bro. You can't
You
change
can't
that
change the
person.
people, man.
You can't change people, bro. You cannot. I don't care how hard you try. I don't care what. You cannot change people.
That's so true, man. You cannot change folks at all, man. Folk will be folk for the rest of their life, man.
Yeah, man. So I took that lesson the hard way, bro. And you just can't change people, man. And so what you got to do is, when you want to have a positive and lucrative relationship and something that's conducive to life, you got to see what this relationship entails. What are the positive negatives? What can I take out of it? What is taking it away from me? And that's when we looking at dating, and when we like to talk about dating, man, we gotta look at that, all those options. Like, okay, in the future, is this somebody that I'm looking for? Like, they're her tendencies now or his tendencies now. They might be cute now, but will that carry over into the future to something that's gonna be positive?
Right, right. Yeah, you can't be out there just fishing around just out of nowhere, not just choose whatever you want. It might be fun, the our young years, but like when you grow up now, you're growing up, you're getting older, 25, 26, 27, you gotta realize, man, like, yo, who am I gonna, be with my rest of my life, Um, I've heard before that marriages, it's been a fad, and people just decide to, not get married at all. And I have friends, that they're not married and they have no kids, and they just live life, and they do what they like.
Yeah, I mean,
But but for me though, man, it's like What I mean, like, what's happening your deathbed? You know, like who you gonna be with? You know,
Mm-hmm.
uh, even the children. You know, like something that you give up to. You know, the happiness. You know, like I understand. I understand people's decisions. You know, um, but my from my perspective, I want to have kids. You know, so I can give something back. You know, to the world.
Right. And like you said, I mean, getting married is more of a, I don't want to say a stipulation, but it's more of a, everybody does it, so we all should do it type of thing, like you were saying. Like, yeah,
Right.
I definitely feel you on that. But like you said, who's going to be there for you? You want to be alone your whole life? Like, what, and having kids is like leaving a legacy. Don't you want to leave a legacy? Don't you want to have something more than just say, like, I did my thing, but no, who's going to talk about me, who's in a positive way? Who lives did I touch, Why, what else are we here in this world?
Right. Right. It's crazy, man. It's crazy how things are. You know, relationships are. I felt relationships are the same. For both work and business and life. Um, you're treated the same way.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when you have a business partner, it's like a marriage. Both of you guys are gonna work for a goal because if you don't, you're gonna be hungry. Example: you in the marriage. If both of you guys don't click together, you're gonna end up not being happy. The same thing as gonna go. It's the same thing as gonna going broke. But you know you're not going broke, but you're gonna go. You know unhappy. So you have to treat it like that. You know you have to have the right partner for everything. You know for life, for business, because yes, I've gone through partners on that. It doesn't work out. It doesn't work out, or our vision changed. Maybe my vision stayed the same, but his vision or her vision was just slightly different. She was or he just changed over the time. And you just gotta respect that too. But you gotta keep going. You gotta find it. You gotta find it. You gotta go out there and grind it and find it because you can't stop. You gotta find it.
Right. And I think a lot of people just kind of sit around and wait for something. And, women sit around and wait for a man to come find them. Guys sit around and wait for a girl to come find them. They fall in their lap. Like, nah, bro. Like you said, you gotta go find it. Just like in business, you gotta go get it. There's nothing in this life that you just sit around and just comes in. It just comes to you. It's very rare. It's very, very rare. And you gotta work for every single inch that you want. Every single gain in this world that you want. You gotta work for it.
That's right.
And
And
that's
you gotta
even
go out there.
right. It's even relationships, man. And even just after you get together, okay, you get the girl right or you get the guy right, that don't mean stop doing what you did to get the guy. You know what I mean? You gotta keep on doing the things, putting them on the pedestal, making them feel good. The same thing, that same effort you use to get them, you need to use that same effort to keep them. And then and like you said, that's how marriages fail, man. They stop putting in that same effort. And beforehand, that honeymoon phase, when they get out of that honeymoon phase, now it's we just hate each other now. Now we just like we shouldn't have got married. Like, nah, it should never be like that. Of course, you're gonna have these times, and you're gonna have trials and tribulations. I mean, because that's life. We human. We think different. We raise different. That's life. But it matters in a relationship. Like, how can you come together and, like you said, meet in the middle and come into a solid understanding of how to move forward.
Right. Nor me, nor you. You stick it together, and you're right. Once that honeymoon phase is over, you know, most people, are like cat and dogs. You know, they'll bark at each other. And I hate you. But what I've noticed and what I've learned is, you know, I want to have someone, that I can have maybe not the honeymoon phase for the rest of their lives, but I wanna tell my partner, once in a while, hey, I love you, take her to this, take her to the restaurant, do this, show her that I still care about her, like the first day I met her,
Mm-hmm.
like you have to do that. It's not like okay, I have her now and we're married and that's it. I'm done. She's my property or he's my property and that's it. Like no, 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 no. That's not gonna work that way because it's a two-way highway, and both of you guys are humans. We both got emotions in our heart, So just because I have the person already attached, right, doesn't mean I'm gonna stop. You gotta keep going, I know this off topic from business, but so people gotta hear this stuff,
They got to, because I mean, the relationships outside of business affect your business. Like I can honestly tell you, when I was playing basketball in college, the relationships I was in college, sometimes it affected my game, affected my business, because
Right, right.
you're putting your effort into this. Like, so it coincides in a sense, because if you have a good relationship at home, or a good wife, or a good girl, or some, even if it's just a family relationship, somebody that you can go talk to and just chop it up and just kind of, when you're feeling down, somebody to just lift you up. That's what you need in a relationship, man. Especially in business, sometimes you get low days, and then you ain't get no money that day. You still struggling. You still hungry. You got somebody to have your back, or you got somebody that's gonna fight against you. So it matters. It matters.
That's right. What I look in a woman, right, is if she's gonna be there behind me, does she have my back?
Right.
I want to ride and die chick, if for example, if I murder someone, I want her to help me hide that body,
Right.
you know, I want my, I want her my ride and die, you know, she whoops someone's ass, hey man, go do it, let's go do it,
Right.
like so, like I want someone that that will have my back, not just someone that wants to have me for us, for there, and then when shit goes down, where you at though, So yeah, that's relationships right there, brother.
Yeah, man. For real. Yeah, like I said, it's all encompassing. Most definitely, bro. And you got anybody you talking to right now, bro?
Nah, man, nah, nah, nah. You're not gonna focus on this business stuff, man.
Yeah.
It's I can't be thinking about a couple of things together. So
Right.
you gotta be focused. So once I have this business going, man, and it's rolling without me, I'm gonna take a vacay. I'm a head out.
Yeah, do your thing. Most definitely.
Especially with this COVID, man. You can't be going out. You can't be going. You could go out on that, but it's not the same. It's
Right.
like you go to the movie theater, or go downtown, get a drinks, and party a little bit. You can't do that stuff.
Yeah,
It's more restricted.
right. It's a
But
whole
hopefully
different
by
life.
hopefully by next year we should be good.
Right. I'm supposed to same. I met this girl that don't is a entrepreneur herself, so we don't really talk as much as like somebody else that just need to be all that attention. So that's kind of cool, man. So that we kind of just text each other during the day and call at night if we can, but we go get it, bro. So
Let's go get it,
that's what
boy.
you
Let's
need.
go get it.
You want somebody that wants to go get it with you. They got their own goals and dreams, and they gonna go get it. Never quit.
Right, right, right. Q, man. I think it's a good time to start right now, man. I think I
Yeah,
think
you
I
got to go
think you
back to
got the people
work.
right there. Now you gotta go back, But no, I hope that people understand that our listeners, please, understand, like, relationship when you're in a relationship in business or in life, you gotta take it serious. It's not a game. You can't just think about it as a little game because I've seen people do that. And it's a waste. It's a waste of time. It's a time waster. And let's not do that, man.
Nope. All you doing is giving yourself away, and then you could be saving it for somebody special. Same thing with business relationships. You could be giving yourself away, your brain power away to somebody else when it could be somewhere, somewhere special. It could be somewhere you sole proprietor or something. Yeah, man. Relationships are key. Relationships are key. Build them.
Yes, sir. Guys, thank you for listening today. Today's relationships 101. Okay,
Relationships
I like that.
101.
I like that. So go to our website, guys. www dot www.qandchoppodcast.com. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Q and Chop. Hit us up. Hit us up. By email, qandchop at gmail.com. Hit us up with questions and things that you guys want to hear. Our people from India, thank you for listening. Out there. Q. Last remarks before we go.
Man, like we said, build that relationship. Everything is all encompassing. Let's go get it. Go be successful. Most important thing in this world. Who you gonna have? You have somebody on your back. You gonna have somebody against you. That's all that matters.
That sounds so great, man. Have someone behind you to have your back. Guys, once again, thank you for listening to this Relationships 101. See ya, my man.
All right, bless.